Welcome back to Behind the Mind. Today we're going to do something practical, surprising, and deeply psychological. How to make her start flirting with you instantly. Not through cheesy lines or tricks that make you look desperate, but by using subtle psychological patterns that trigger attraction, curiosity, and playfulness. This is about creating the right emotional environment so she feels safe, curious, and invited to flirt. And that work begins with you. Before we begin, a quick, important note. Everything I describe is built on respect and consent. None of this is about manipulation. Flirting is a two-way, energetic exchange. Your goal is to create signals she can respond to, never to coerce or pressure. If she's uninterested, step back. Attraction must be mutual to be healthy. Let's break it down into concepts and immediate actions you can use in real time. I'll explain the psychology behind each move so you understand why it works, not just what to do. The baseline. Project calm confidence. People are attracted to emotional stability. Calmness signals that you're capable of handling situations and emotions. It reduces threat responses and opens her curiosity. Slow your breathing. Lower your vocal register slightly and adopt an open posture. Keep your shoulders relaxed, hands visible, and chest open. When you speak, pause before answering. A half-second pause increases perceived confidence because it shows you're thinking and choosing your words. Don't overdo it to the point of stiffness. Aim for relaxed presence. Catch her curiosity with unpredictability. The human brain loves pattern interruptions. When something slightly unexpected happens, dopamine spikes and attention follows. Curiosity is the gateway to attraction. Drop a small, intriguing comment that doesn't immediately reveal everything. For example, after a normal exchange, say with a soft smile, "There's something about your energy I want to ask you about later." Don't explain further. The unresolved statement creates a tiny cliffhanger that invites her to come back and complete the interaction. Use playful teasing. Contrast beats bland niceness. Teasing creates emotional contrast, amusement mixed with a little challenge. Contrast triggers emotional arousal and makes interactions memorable. It also tests her sense of humor and boundaries. Keep teasing light and affectionate. If she brags about a little success, say, "Wow, look at you. Should I be worried you'll be too perfect for the rest of us?" with a grin. Or if she mocks you slightly, mirror it back playfully. "Careful, that's how people start trouble with me." The tone matters. Playful, not cutting. Watch her response. If she jokes back, keep going. If she recoils, ease off. Mirror and match. Build unconscious rapport. Mirroring is an unconscious synchrony that increases likability. When people are subtly mirrored, they feel understood and connected. Match her tempo, gestures, and tone within seconds. If she leans forward, you lean forward slightly. If she speaks softly, lower your volume a bit. Don't copy her like a parrot. Mirror subtly and with warmth. This builds unconscious rapport and makes flirting feel natural rather than forced. Use the power of touch. Start micro and consent check. Appropriate brief touch releases oxytocin and increases feelings of warmth and trust, but touch must be respectful and brief. Consent is key. Begin with incidental, small touches that feel natural. A light touch on the forearm when laughing, a gentle guide on the back when passing through a crowd, or briefly touching her hand to emphasize a light point. Keep touches short, 1 to 2 seconds, and watch for reciprocal touches or relaxation. If she withdraws or tenses, stop. If she reciprocates, you can escalate slowly. Compliment beyond looks. Validate her identity. Most compliments focus on appearance, which is easily dismissed. Compliments that validate a woman's competence, taste, or impact are remembered and emotionally resonant. Compliment something specific and meaningful. I like how you explain things. You make complicated stuff sound simple. Or, you have an attention to detail that's rare. These kinds of remarks tap into self-identity and feel deeper than surface-level praise. Tell short, intriguing stories. Be emotionally textured. Stories create emotional immersion. When you tell a short, vivid story that reveals something about your inner experience, it invites empathy and curiosity. Have one or two short personal stories ready that reveal contrast, a moment of vulnerability followed by humor or insight. For example, I once embarrassed myself trying to cook for someone I liked. I set off the smoke alarm and thought I'd lost all dignity. We laughed for hours. A story like this shows vulnerability, humor, and relatability, all attractive qualities. Use calibrated eye contact. Hold, then release. Eye contact opens the limbic system. A confident, calm gaze creates intimacy. Looking away releases tension and invites pursuit. When talking, hold eye contact a beat longer than feels comfortable, about 3 to 4 seconds, then look away casually. If she holds eye contact back, smile. If she looks away and glances back, that's a positive sign. Use a soft, curious look rather than a stare. Eye contact combined with a slight smile says, "I'm interested," and non-threatening. Be slightly scarce. Value is in less availability. Scarcity increases perceived value. If everything about you is abundant and always available, your attention becomes less precious. Keep a light reserve of availability. That doesn't mean being rude. It means having a life and not reacting instantly to every message or invitation. If she suggests plans and you're genuinely free, don't over-eagerly rearrange everything. Be engaged, but maintain composure and other priorities. This slight distance naturally makes your attention more attractive. Anchor with humor. Laughter creates bonds. Shared laughter synchronizes nervous systems and creates in-the-moment bonding. Humor lowers fear and increases approachability. Use observational humor and self-deprecation in small doses. Avoid sarcasm that targets her or joking about sensitive topics. If she laughs, follow up with playful commentary that deepens the connection. Humor is a safe, fast route to flirtatious energy. Use framed compliments. Make her feel unique. When you frame compliments in a way that separates her from the crowd, she feels uniquely seen. This triggers the specialness factor, a big driver of attraction. Instead of "you're smart," say, "most people would miss that detail. You notice subtleties others don't." This frame emphasizes her uniqueness and signals you value not just her, but her way of being. Create shared micro-rituals. Rituals build quick intimacy. Small, repeated actions signal belonging and insideness. Invent a tiny ritual like a private handshake, a phrase you use only between you, or a small toast before drinks. If she adopts it, you've created a private world, fertile ground for flirting. Read and respond to her energy. Don't force escalation. Flirting is adaptive. It must reflect the other person's comfort level. The brain constantly reads signals for safety. If you force speed or pressure, the nervous system shifts to defense. Pay attention to breathing, posture, eye contact, and verbal tone. If she leans in, you can be bolder. If she seems reserved, slow down. Ask soft permission for physical touch, like, "May I?" or "Can I hold your hand?" A simple question framed kindly respects agency and often increases rapport. Use compliments that are uncommon but believable.
Uncommon compliments disrupt habituation. When she rarely hears a specific, believable praise, it feels truthier and more meaningful. Try lines like, "You have a way of listening that makes people want to tell you everything," or "You make ordinary moments feel cinematic." These are specific and feel sincere. Use the power of contrast in fashion and grooming. Subtle grooming shows effort without trying too hard. It signals that you care about presentation and standards, which women often find attractive. Dress slightly sharper than the baseline for the environment. Clean lines, fitted clothes, subtle accents. Grooming is not vanity, it's a social signal of self-respect. Close with a confident invitation. A confident, low-pressure invitation converts
Flirtation into a next step. Vagueness kills momentum. When the energy is good, make a concrete, confident plan. There's a small jazz night on Friday I think you'd like. Want to go with me? Keep it simple and specific. If she says yes, great. If she hesitates, offer an alternative. Or say, no pressure, maybe another time. And maintain calm. Flirting is as much an art as a science. It's about offering emotional safety, curiosity, and a dash of unpredictability. When you practice these patterns honestly and respectfully, you'll notice people not only flirt back more often, they'll enjoy your company more too. Thanks for watching Behind the Mind. If you like this breakdown and want more psychological tools for attraction and connection, please like and subscribe